take the stairs to the top floor. Every that slept been done for. Got a few bands, need a ton more. If we empty out the that's a drum roll. If it move fire, hit him with it. Earn strikes, now that me like a real. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Hold on, let me catch my breath. We getting to the bread, it was crumbs. She love God turn nothing into something. She let me knock it out the park, home run. I'm a giant Barry Bonds. She told me that the money make she tried more, not a mother ain't nothing. I've been always feeling like the one. These other I'ma show 'em how it's done. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got ourselves. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got ourselves. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter.
We've got a cross-conference matchup as the Eagles visit the Raiders. Las Vegas looks to tie their series at 7 games each, and it's headed your way. Next.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, he's got a man. It's his fullback.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Carr now on first down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. Trying to run for it with Jacobs, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That swung out wide to Sanders. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Here's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle the completion for a really good pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Shotgun now for Carr. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. This was roughing the passer. Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Powering forward. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that will be incomplete.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Kaepernick going to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's Kaepernick. Airing it out deep for Smith. They've got his man. Complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's the option. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Rager catches it left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. To throw, Kaepernick. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way. And he kept calling the plays that were working over and over. And they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? On first down, Drake. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
47-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recovered, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Right side and take it in by Fulgham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Kaepernick again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Kaepernick now to throw. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carl Nassib In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good start to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running it with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 11 now. Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far in this game. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Kaepernick. Right side complete to Butler. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Now Kaepernick. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the pressure gets to him again. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Chris Jones now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Chris Jones now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Jalen Reagor is the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Kaepernick going to throw. This one complete to Butler. Touchdown! Hakeem Butler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that drive, 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just short of midfield.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Baker Mayfield, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Get ready.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Kaepernick now on first down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Butler. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Kaepernick. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Butler. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 36, Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Carr. Man open, here's Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Eric Wilson, the leading tackler from Minnesota last year, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
On the return, Boston Scott. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Kaepernick. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear, and if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He juked him. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders heading out to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From the 41, Carr. It's a loss of 14 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw his Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Kaepernick now on first down. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's complete to Butler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. open. Man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And Sanders has got it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Fulgham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Throwing on first down is Carr. That'll be checked down to Drake. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Personal foul. This is rookie the captain.
Unbelievable.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Let's go.
7 yards there and a first down. Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
First down.
Carr now to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Carr to throw again. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Kaepernick now to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, it's Kaepernick. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. A give running left, it's Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects mix of defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On first down, Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Now after the INT, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Carr. He completes it to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's going to let it fly. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. Carr, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.
So for Philadelphia, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.